This video is sponsored by PelucidFX.com. Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Okay, now let's take a look at the gold market again. So you can see on the gold market I was suspicious about a bit tricky moment that price action in general was not quite bullish, and the moments that we have just discussed, the sloppy price action, very flat, reversal somewhere in unclear area that is not at 618, neither at 618 nor at 100% extension. Somewhere in semi-position market has changed and changed to some consolidation. Overall, that price action has looked suspicious, and we yesterday said that is not quite logical. And finally, we said that market still can't jump out from the support on the intraday chart. It continued to test it, and finally market has broken to the downside. So currently, as you can see, I have moved out the question signs from this right wing of the butterfly, and in general you see that our session and some trading of some not quite obvious moments. So you can see how price action could help you and give you a nice advantage and assistance with understanding what is going on if you are careful to the overall price action and to some details that is not quite obvious on the market. When you look at the nature, how market moves, what it forms, and pay attention to some minor details, you could understand what is really happening on the market. So now you see that the market has tested the monthly and weekly pivot point, has plunged down, and now it has reached the monthly pivot support 1. So now it stands at some support. Also you can see that this is some kind of the support cluster as well previously that has been formed here. The target of this potential move to the downside, as I see, it's 127 extension. That is the target of the butterfly. Why this level is significant? Because that is also the lower border of the cluster of support on the monthly time frame. In fact, this is the low of the September of the 2011, when this whole consolidation has started on the market. That is also the yearly pivot support 1 and monthly oversold. We should understand that if even market will continue move and test this area, that is the bullish reversal pattern, and this pattern doesn't exclude the possibility of the further retracement on the weekly, on the gold market in the longer perspective, because as we said earlier and speak about it many times in our weekly researches, that the oversold on the monthly time frame is a really big picture, and it hardly will be sufficient just the ABCD retracement on the daily time frame to eliminate this condition. This market will demand probably more time. Very often when the market standard oversold on the monthly time frame, it's very often to establish the equilibrium, market very often reaches the overbought on the daily on the weekly time frame. Also by this action, market has reached the oversold on the weekly time frame at 1618 extension. So maybe some sort of the ABCD action could be sufficient on the weekly time frame, but not on the daily. That's why I said on the previous week and the current week that the retracement, the getting out from the oversold condition on the monthly time frame could be a bit extended in time process. So this could lead for the further consolidation for some longer term, I mean in the term of the appearance, some longer pattern. And that pattern is the butterfly buy. So what I would like to say is that this pattern will not absolutely exclude and will not erase the possibility of the retracement. It will just tell us that this pullback will happen a bit later, and probably from the lower level. And this level is around 1535 area. Simultaneously, market will wash out the stops that has been placed here and here. This is very this is the thing that gold market likes to do most of all, to punish the stops of the traders who place the stops in the obvious places. The market will start to trigger these patterns, the stops. It will add to fuel to the fire and will give market the force and power to reach this support area. So this is what I expect to see on the gold market. But currently, as you see, market stands at the support. That is the monthly pivot support one. So let's see what is going on the intraday charts. So if you have not entered short, as we suggested, with the 618 retracement of that most recent swing, as we said that this should be sufficient, don't be upset too much. You will still have the opportunity to join this move, because as you can see on the daily time frame, to the this area is almost moved to this area is almost equal to distance that market has passed already. So that will be not small move, about 30 bucks per contract. That is significant. Well, what we see here, we know that we are at monthly support. We know that market now stands at 1618 extension of that ABCD pattern to the downside. So we are at support. Also, that is significant for us. We do not have the 8 minimum required bars by Judd Napoli directional pattern, but take a look at the bars themselves. As you can see, market open at the high, close at the low. Very significant, huge bar down. Again, long bar down. So if market will turn to some ABCD pullback to the upside, if it will be some sort of the Judd Napoli brand bottom sell, don't miss this opportunity. I think that market hardly will show some true extended move to the upside. I think that it's better to be focused on the 1578, 1582 area. Somewhere in this area, market probably will stop the retracement. So anyway, take a look currently at the market, since market now at support. Wait for the rally that could appear here, and if it will be the brand bottom sell by Judd Napoli, you could try to take the short position right here, with the hope that market will reach the 1535 area. That's the short-term trading plan for the gold market, to join with this price action. Unfortunately, currently market just has reached the 1618 extension and the support, so we do not see any patterns now in progress that could let us to understand what kind of retracement it will be and what shape it will take. But whatever it will happen, we know the levels to watch for is the potential levels for short entry, and just monitor how this pullback will develop and what shape market will take. Maybe it will be some sort of the intraday ABCD pattern. Maybe market will form here butterfly buy and will show the pullback, this butterfly buy on the 13-minute chart, on the hourly chart. I don't know currently, but the major idea is to use this pullback and trying to enter short on the gold market.